you're back in the UK. Is it good to be back?
It's very good to be back. I love it here.
Kind of like your idol, who's Madonna, which brings me very easily onto the new single. How did you get her to get involved in the single?
Well, I was doing the VMA rehearsals. She came to me and I ended up playing her Me Against the Music, and she heard it. She's like, "That's your first single, right?" And I was like, "Probably so, you know." And she was like, "Oh, it's really good." And I asked her, and she was like, "This is going to be really cool." She goes, "I want to do it with you." I was like, "Okay."
Come over here, I got something to show ya.
Now, I have to ask you about this Madonna kiss, because it caused the biggest outrage. I think maybe Christina didn't get it as much because that's how she's played out in the press, and you were always the good girl. I don't know, always before it was.
I was a good girl? Ooh, okay. I don't want to be the good girl.
always before, but not anymore.
The good girl. That's lame.
I'm going to ask you about the bad girl stuff later.
Okay.
Was it something that you created to create a buzz around the new album?
No, it really wasn't thought out like that. Like, she asked me to perform with her, and she's like, "Well, I'm the groom and you're the bride. Let's kiss here," you know? And I was like, "Okay, all right, okay." You know, it was a little awkward at first, but then once we got on stage, it, like, you know, it was totally whatever. And I tend to let go more when I'm on stage and, like, be a little bit more freer.
We kind of have got used to you being this 18-year-old and everybody was like looking up to you. And then you've had all this press attention about, oh, Britney goes to clubs, Britney has a drink.
I always went to clubs when I was 16, too, though. Oh, that's rubbish, isn't it? But I've always gone to clubs. Like, every once in a while, when you're on the road and you're traveling, and you have to, like, have a peace of mind and like this freedom sense about you where you have to go and get a drink. I don't see the big deal.
No.
Like, I don't get it. I mean, I want to be a good person for me every day, and I'm not a wild child or anything like that, and I know that. But it's like when you put those pressures on you, like, oh, well, I'm a role model, I have to act a certain, that's like so silly, you know? I just think that's, the person that I think I'm a role model for is my sister, and that's it. And other than that, you know, the world, I'm here to inspire people. I'm not here to tell them what to do.
I did an interview with Noel Gallagher, and we were chatting, and he basically turned around and said, "Baby, Hit Me One More Time, greatest pop song ever written."
Really?
God, I would have loved to have written Hit Me One More Time.
Wow.
So what has made you go from doing that winning formula that you know you sell millions and millions of albums doing, to then going slightly sensual and sexual?
Well, honestly, I think when you grow as a person, like, you know, and just like having those 2 years to like really, you know, really do the kind of album that I wanted to do, inevitably it's going to change, just in itself, you know what I mean? And I think that's like the big transition there, just me making it my project and my baby and making it so special. That's the big, you know, transition thing for me, I think.
Does this album feel really personal to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not to the point where I talk about other people or anything. You know, it's my personal experiences. And it's personal to me in the fact that I wrote the melodies. It's the fact that I'm putting myself out there on the musical element of it, like, in a huge way. And I don't know if it's good. You know, I know.
No, it's okay.
No, like,
Madonna heard the first single and you're okay.
Okay, but you know, but the thing is, it's like you listen to this stuff and you write it and you're like, is this, you know, like, is this, you know, I know you like it, but, you know, it's just like you feel very vulnerable when you put yourself out there like that. So I'm nervous.
You're gonna go to the club and get caught with Britney.
You've got Beyonce now, and Avril, and Christina. Do you feel nervous putting yourself back out there again? Because you were the reigning queen.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say that.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, it is nerve-wracking because seeing Beyonce out and Christina and Avril stuff, like, you look at that and it inspires you. Well, it's inspiring to see Shakira perform. So I think it helped me a lot. I think you can't be up here all the time. You have to have your points where you're like, okay, I'm gonna chill out now and observe and see what's up.
Does it make you kind of go, right, I am going to try harder and I'm going to work harder?
I'm very competitive with myself. I'm very hard on myself. Like, I challenge myself. But that's what drives me and that's what makes me do what I do. Yeah.
Now, the new album, there is no retaliation to Cry Me a River at all.
No.
I have to say I salute you very much for that.
Well, thank you.
because it is another way where you could have created a really big buzz about it, as Justin did when he released the single. How did you feel when you first saw that?
Yeah, it was a little weird. You felt just really kind of... I was a little shocked, but I don't want to judge people or anything like that because, you know, that's the way he had to deal or whatever. You know what I mean? That's what he had to do to know. But, yeah, you have, you live and you learn, you know? So with men, I'm very kind of like this. Oh, stay away.
Is that the way you're kind of feeling a bit at the moment?
Yeah, I'm kind of a little standoffish with guys.
We actually interviewed Christina not too long ago, and she said that she saw you in a club, and it was when you'd just broken up with Justin.
Did she tell you that she tried to kiss me?
Is that a CD UK exclusive?
Yes, she did. Yeah, we were at a club and she came to me and she put her tongue down my throat. I was like, hello, I haven't seen you in 2 years. How are you? Kind of much.
She likes you.
Yeah, obviously.
Because in the meantime, she told us that she was giving you advice about the breakup with Justin and stuff.
Oh, she was? Okay.
Got something else going on at the time?
No, I don't remember talking to her about that.
Right. Okay, but if some of our viewers, you know, might be feeling like that, how's the best?
I would say if you are going through a breakup, to, you know what? No one can everyone has their own ways of dealing. And my thing is have a bunch of friends around and eat a lot. Just have fun, soak yourself in the bed. If you want to cry all day for 2 days, do it. Just get over it. You know, indulge yourself and let your heart feel, and you know, get it out, and just you know, cry and eat ice cream and cuddle up, and then the pain will eventually go away. It does go away.
Where you'll go, actually, you know what? I don't want to be in this business anymore.
No, I don't see that. I genuinely love what I do. I mean, there are hard things about what you do, but I'm a hard worker, and being on stage and performing and dancing, those moments totally make up for all the hard work and all the other chaosness that goes along with it.
So where do you see yourself next year and then in 5 years?
I would love to have done my tour, and I would like to do a movie next year. Definitely start on my movie after the tour, and I don't know, maybe get a boyfriend. Get a good guy, man.
Because last time you were here, you were kind of saying, well, by the time I'm 28, I want to be married and I want to have kids. Now, we're not counting Britney.
Okay,
but you haven't got that long.
Okay.